Welcome everybody. In this one, we're going to be looking at the verb gustar, so you can learn how to talk about what people like or like to do in Spanish. If you want access to the Jamboard for extra notes, the link is available to you in the description of the video. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So stick around. Here we go. All right, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is know all the different forms of this verb gustar so that we can use it well. I like to give my students these charts. Some teachers call them T-charts. They're just a useful tool in helping you remember how the language works. It is an awesome tool to have and to know. So up here on the top left, you know that box talks about I or I like in this sense, because the verb we're going to be using here is gustar. So to say I like, we're actually going to put two words in this box, and it's going to be me gusta. You're not going to put yo there like you do with your other, maybe if you've learned how to do AR verbs. We're not going to say yo in this. There's something else you can say. We'll get to that in a second. So me gusta is I like. Now there's one exception to this, and this exception goes with all of the different forms of this verb. And it's that you can put an N after it. And that N is for if you like multiple things, like me gustan los tacos, for example. If you like just one taco, I'd say me gusta el taco. If you like an activity, you'd say me gusta bailar. If you like to dance, if you want to say I like to speak Spanish, me gusta hablar español. The one weird thing about this, though, is that if you like multiple activities, like verbs, you still use the singular version of this. So I would say me gusta bailar y cantar if I like to dance and sing. But if you like things, like multiple nouns, that's when you'd use that me gustan. And the reason is because the gusta kind of goes with what comes after it, and the me tells me who it is that likes. So that gusta is going to stay the same, or gustan, all the way throughout this chart. It doesn't matter who it is that likes the thing, it just matters what it is that's liked. What will change is the word that goes before it. So if I want to say you like, I'm going to say te gusta or te gustan. If you like, say your classes, te gustan tus clases. If he likes something, or she or usted likes something, I'm going to say le gusta. So if I want to say she likes to run, I would say le gusta correr. Maybe he likes to watch TV, le gusta mirar la televisión. If I want to say we like something, I'm going to say nos gusta. So if I want to say we like English, nos gusta el inglés. If I want to say we like the restaurants, nos gustan los restaurantes. The vosotros, the Spain version of this is os, so os gusta. And then the they version is les. So if I want to say they like to listen to music, it'd be les gusta escuchar la música. If I want to say they like the pens, it'd be les gustan las plumas. The big thing here is to remember that the gusta matches up with what comes after it. And then the word in front of it is going to tell me who it is that likes the thing. If you're in my Spanish class, you've already learned a lot of these verbs, or a lot of these words. You learned the me, it's not the same, technically the same grammar structure, but you've learned like me llamo, you've learned te llamas. We've learned the le and the les when we first learned how to say, like, let me introduce you to. Le presento a or les presento a. So we've seen these words. And we also learned the nos with like nos vemos. So none of these words are technically new. Okay, before I get into a practice activity with these, there is one more thing I want to show you. So what you can do also with these is make more specific who you're talking about, or emphasize the person that you're talking about. So for example, if I want to say like, I really like to do something, I want to put like the emphasis on the I. In front of the me, I can put a, me. So if I wanted to say like, I like to do something, I would say, a mí me gusta, whatever it is. For the te, I can put a ti in front of it. So if you like to watch Netflix, a ti te gusta mirar Netflix, but I like to watch Hulu, a mí me gusta mirar Hulu. Now the next one, the le, there's a lot of stuff I can put in front of that one because the le refers to so many different people. It could be him, it could be her, it can be usted, it can be a person's name. So for this one, I could put just el if I wanted to. Like if I'm If you guys just imagine you came to a classroom and you heard somebody say, "Le gusta bailar," you know that somebody likes to dance, but you don't know who it is. So maybe I could point to this student over here and say, "A él le gusta bailar." So I could also put ella there, ella. I could put usted because we know that usted goes here. That's two words. Sorry, it looks like one. And then I could also put someone's name, like maybe it's Juan. So I could say, Juan le gusta. For the nosotros, again, it's kind of like the last one. It could be a lot of different things. So I could just put nosotros if I wanted to like point to me and a group of friends saying that we like to do something. I could say nosotras for a group of females. I could say someone's name and I. And the reason I use me is because remember over here on the left-hand side, I also used me. So I could use that in front of the nos. The os, I could put vosotros, or I could put someone's name, E-A-T, for you guys. And the bottom right one can be a lot like the one on the left, just plural. So like ellos, ellas, ustedes, or and then two names like Juan y Rosalinda, for example. You can write that down in your notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a practice activity, and I'll give you the directions here. So let's go to the next slide. All right, so what I've done for you here is I've written 5 sentences on the screen, and in each blank will be 2 words. That's where you're going to put like the me gusta or the me gustan, for example. And I put something at the beginning of the sentences, and the stuff at the beginning is going to tell you what I want you to use. So I'm going to jump back to the other slide really quick. So if there's something you want to write down, write it down. Pause the video, write it down right now. And then I go back, and then I'll pause it again, or you can pause it, see what your answers are, and then I'll start going through and explaining everything. So here's the screen. Pause it if you want to try the activity, and then here come the answers. So number 1, or the first one, Kendall. So I'm going to say Kendall likes to dance, right? So if I go back to this page over here, where would I find Kendall? I'd find him at the bottom left, right? So I'm going to say either le gusta or le gustan. Since bailar is a single activity, just one thing, I'm going to say le gusta. The next one says a ti. So if I go again back over here, where does a ti fit? It's that middle left spot. So I'm either going to say te gusta or te gustan. And since books are plural, I will use the plural version of that and say te gustan los libros. See, number 3, we've got a Luis y a mí. So that's Luis and I. So where would we fit? We would fit at the top right. So that's nos. So I'm going to say nos. And then I'll either say gustar or gustan, since la música is singular. I'm going to use the singular version of gustar and just say gusta. The next one says a mí. So a mí goes with me up here on the top left. So I'm going to say a mí, me. And then since the videos are plural, I'm going to say me gustan los videos. And then the last one, the students, los estudiantes, they would fit on the bottom right of this chart. So I'm going to say les. And since la clase is singular, I'll use the singular version, gusta, like that. That's kind of it in a nutshell. In the comment section, let me just answer this question. ¿Qué te gusta? Which is, what do you like? I put my answer there on the question screen so you can see it. Me gusta mirar la televisión. I like to watch TV. So again, in the comment section, answer that question. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hasta luego.